Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent. And the fool I am, I thought I just recorded episode 1. The audio's there, the light's on my microphone, I've touched nothing. Obviously, my recording is going to continue to work. Episodes 2 through 6 don't have audio. So, rather than skipping over the entire early game, we're restarting. And rather than making you rewatch the entire early game, I'm just going to give you the Cliff Notes version of what would have been episode 1 if I had caught this a day earlier.
You have suffered minor head trauma.
This is a bad start. I am currently outside of the game before I have control. I am on the land, evidently. My spawn is called Too Close, and it's... I'm not sure what it's too close to. It's too close to not working, evidently. Now, what am I too close to? Hitting land and dying immediately? I don't feel like I'm too close to anything. I feel like I'm perfectly fine. I'm a little bit close to the Reapers, but not too close. No, this feels fine. Also, maybe the bird... Yeah, the reason the bird was bleeding last time wasn't a ray, it's a bird, because it goes underwater to land on top and dies. Okay, I get it now. So, we're just starting to get our feet out from under us. Our starting position is called Too Close. I'm still not really sure what it's too close to be honest. We look like we're fairly near to the Deep Degasi starting point. There's the Aurora. I feel like this is pretty similar. I'm not 100% sure, but there's an entrance to the Jelly Shroom Caves around here-ish somewhere. I can't see because night is falling. And I think that might just be like our spawn that we had the last time. We're fairly close to where we were either way, and we were at the point where we were about to abandon our life pod anyway. You ever suddenly and violently realize that you're on the wrong side of the biome? That's not where I thought it was. That's the crash zone. Thankfully, we avoided notice this time. I'm still, even 5 hours further into the game, I'm still not too sure on how big a Reaper's aggro radius is. Because of the little bit I've seen them, they felt simultaneously massive and completely the same. I imagine I didn't have a full Seamoth scanned at the end of last video, did I? I think that might have been a change. I'm currently getting together the building supplies to go make a house, and once I have that together, I'll pick back up with my plans. And I think I've just gotten the last bits of quartz I need to enact my grand plans. Which might involve killing myself a little bit, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, I've got all the materials I need to go make a base. As you can tell, I recently died. I did a suicide run into the Jelly Shroom Caves to see if I was near the Degasi base. I'm not. Damn shame. Let's go ahead and listen to this radio while I sort out my food and water.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Now, unfortunately, my medkit fabricator is empty at the minute, so I'm not able to heal myself at the full. We're just going to be passively regenerating for a while. I could head over there to the floating island. I believe that fog bank is it. But first, I want to get rid of my inventory. My inventory is completely full. I want to drop my base where it's going to be in the future. And actually, that's still in the same direction, sort of, because I want to head this way-ish. Life pod 17, under attack near a cave system. I can orient myself around that. No, I saw that bleeder, or that biter, rather, through my PDA. Now, this is this. That's Jelly Shroom Caves. I don't really care about that. But I can angle like this and know where I'm going, basically. I'm heading more or less straight west if I'm going this way, and I know where I want to put my base. It's not going to be the same place that so many people put their base, myself included, but it's going to be in a pretty similar place. I'm going to be building my base on the cliff face overlooking the Grand Reef, on the western edge of the grassy plateaus, pretty close to the Blood Kelp Forest and the Crag Field. It's a little bit out of the way for a lot of things, but it's very close to all the in-game stuff, and I don't really mind that it's out of the way for the early game stuff like the Eastern Mushroom Forest, or, well, pretty much all of these starting areas, the grassy plateaus, the kelp forest, the safe shallows. It's going to be as far out of the way for that as you can realistically be. And anytime I'm in the kelp forest, you'll see me popping my map up more often than not. The reason for that is straightforward. I can't tell where I am. I'm completely disoriented when I'm in these kelp forests. When I'm in these areas, I can look around and, like, visually kind of tell one area from the other. Yes, they're all similar, but they're not the same. The kelp forest, that is not true. And that was me reorienting myself, checking where that was. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be building over here. I need to be sufficiently far from the reef backs that I'm not going to hear them all the time. And as we've been forced to change saves because my lost footage, I just didn't have my mic going because I thought everything would be fine. It wasn't. Anyway, as we've been forced to change saves, what I've scanned is probably going to be different. The most notable one, obviously, is that I have a Seaglide, or a Seamoth, rather, fully scanned right now. I'm 1/3 of the way through the laser cutter. I have no idea what I do or don't have relative to the other one. I've been playing thoroughly, but I could easily be missing a lot. And based on where this is, there's a very, very good chance that this is a laser cutter. It is. If I could just not get eaten while I get this. 2/3 of the way to a laser cutter now. This is blood kelp, right? I think I know exactly where I am. Yeah, we don't want to go down there. That shit is spooky. And that means that I want to be heading southwest a little bit from here, and that'll put me on the edge of the sparse reef, the crag field, pretty close to the blood kelp. The issue with building in an area like this is that, like, sure, geographically it's in a great position relevant to other things, but aesthetically it kind of sucks. And I don't know if I'm okay with that. I thought I was, and I'm sort of changing my mind now. In fact, I have changed my mind. I'm going to build directly above the blood kelp zone. But that blood kelp trench goes a ways. That's the life pod. I want to be going this way to go along to the trench and then go down it. I'm going to build decently far down it so that I'm closer to the mushroom forest and the Grand Reef. And what's this? This is the same box I scanned like a couple seconds ago. I'll be embarrassed. I don't think the box I just scanned was next to the reef, but based on that, it probably was. I meant blood kelp, not reef. So yeah, let's build overlooking this. What's the biome on the other side of this? Is it grassy plateau? It looks like it could be. Yeah, I don't think I mind building over here. The visibility is a bit trash. The twisteals are a bit trash. Hey guys. What the fuck is that about? Where are you guys coming from? It's raining twisteals over here. Maybe I don't want my house here. What the hell? Okay, I can build an observatory looking this way and it wouldn't be terrible. The twisteals do sort of suck. I'm not gonna pretend that they don't. They're a fucking problem. I don't know why there are all these twisteals here. I thought they were a kelp forest thing. Well, not a kelp forest thing. They've been seen in other zones at this point by me. But I thought... Jesus Christ, they're still coming for me. But I thought that they were in a couple of specific zones, and this wasn't one of them. And now it's literally raining them over here. Yeah, I can't... I literally can't build here. They'll kill me while I'm trying to make my base. Now, the cynic in me says the reason the twisteals don't have a scream is because that would be much harder to design. But they're awesome in me says they don't have a scream because that's fucking terrifying. Holy shit, what is with this area? We're not building a house here. We're leaving. Fuck this place.
New blueprint acquired.
There's another laser cutter fragment here, so apparently if you need a laser cutter, just come to the top of the blood kelp forest and look for boxes. Yeah, let's get air. Look around. Are we being pursued by twisteals? God, I hate it when the visibility's like this. The moment... Jesus Christ! You know you can't swim up there? Stop doing that! Ah, I hate them. So I think they're actually maybe swimming up and down out of the blood kelp forest like that. Why is he so fast? I'm supposed to be building a house. I'm just being terrorized by twisteals. Please leave me alone. This is apparently a bad neighborhood. We'll go live somewhere else. Oh, this wasn't how I imagined this house shopping to go. Okay, we're well and truly into sparse reef over here. Why are you still chasing me and why are you so fast? I'm not in the blood kelp forest. Stop this. I don't need this heartbeat bullshit. I don't want to be this far into the sparse reef. I want to be closer to society? I'm not sure what to call it. The good parts of nature? Further from the twist deals, at least. I have burnt out my sea glide, just going forever and ever, apparently. Now, I can't build here, even though it could be a cool spot, because that reef back will drive me insane. So we need to keep moving and find better spots. There's blood kelp, there's sparse. I've got to be pretty close to crags at this point as well. I wouldn't necessarily mind building around here. This is crags I'm looking at, right?
30 seconds.
It might be jelly shroom, actually. Or not jelly shroom,
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation.
It might be mushrooms, that's what it is.
Monitor.
I think blue is mushroom. What on earth? Okay, this is Grand Reef. You look sunfishy, so I assume you aren't hostile. Stellar Thalassian sounds hostile, but you're just running into a rock, so how scary could you really be? Although this answers a question that I don't want answered. What do the Leviathans eat? Implying there would be Leviathans around here. My original plan was to build roughly right here. So screw it, let's build here. We've been looking too long as it is. And unfortunately, we are doing this shitty plan. Could you not? Could you just not? I think I want this through my door. I'm probably gonna be coming from this direction most of the time, I feel like. I want at least 2 solar panels, wherever they are. They're not gonna be snapped perfectly, because right now I'm nervous about the Stalker. We can move them later. Spoilers, we're never moving them. They're gonna be imperfect literally forever. But that's fine.
Power restored. All primary
Now, for
systems
now, our
online.
base is simply going to be a series of intersections, because it's the most space we can get without a proper room. Let's just get in the base. Let's get in the base and wait for him to stop fucking with me, because I don't appreciate this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We also brought with us several important materials. We have what it takes to build 2 fabricators and a radio, and I guess the radio can go here. Double fabricator is important. It just lets you craft much, much faster. The radio is important because otherwise, like, how can we call this a home? Let's be honest with ourselves.
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod 13 coordinates attached. Live Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kassar. I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
Okay, I feel like this is a terrible, terrible home, but it has a hell of a view, if nothing else. It's in an interesting biome, not where I would usually build. Not gonna be hard to find, this is how I always end up tripping into the Grand Reef. But we need to bring the rest of our goods over here, and possibly more importantly, in fact, let's go straight to the surface and figure out where we need to go. We need to get a multi-purpose room. That's the Aurora, that's a pretty dense cloud, probably a floating island. Now, I'm skirting the Grand Reef and going into a sparse reef like this, which means I'm on the right track, because sparse reef is what's between the safe areas and the mountain. Or not the mountain, the floating island. I am going to be going a little bit close to the floor and trying to look around and maintain awareness of where I'm at.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
Yeah, I feel intensely unsafe. There are certain colors of water where I'm just like, oh, I'm fucked, aren't I? That's a reef bat. I'm safe. You probably can't even see that through YouTube compression because of the water murk and the sun rays, but there is a reef back over here. And unless mods have completely lost their mind, or aggro radius is absolutely insane, if there's a reef back, you're safe. This is just the truth. There might be like 1 exception to that in the entire game, maybe. Where on Earth? I'm so far above the ground, it's not telling me. Well, know what it is telling me? This isn't where the floating island is. Because I don't see any clouds. I'm just about to swim into the fucking void, aren't I? Huh, that's a problem. Oh wait, it's right there. I was literally just looking around and like wondering where the fuck is it if it's not over here. It is over here. Alright. Man, I guess like the draw distance mods or the graphics mods, something has made it very, very weird, but this is the floating island. I was on the right track. Holy shit, do I feel unsafe though. Even like the floaters peeking out from beneath it, I'm like, oh shit, what am I looking at? Okay. I was completely on the right track. I just didn't believe in myself at all. Scared the shit out of myself, too. Oh, there's no actual battery in this. Well, there's a battery in this. Feel a little bit silly this way, but... Now we should be able to, if I remember correctly, eat bulbo trees. Yes, that is a perfectly good source of water and food. We're probably going to need to come back to this place in the future. I doubt I can get everything I need, and I need to scan all of this. My OCD compels me to do it, so this could take a while. Alright, that's at least a little bit of the scanning done. Where are the bases in this area? I can't quite recall. I know if I try to climb the mountains, it'll become very obvious, so let's just start climbing. Well, I'm really shrugging at that whole climbing thing at the minute. Sure, I'll scan this too, why not? I'm gonna do the maddest thing in the world and switch out my Seaglide battery for this one. As you might be able to tell by that, I am very short on batteries. I have like 2 uncharged batteries, and the batteries in my tools are all I have. Subnautica is such a pretty game, and then you get on land and it's like, yeah, we'll forgive it its faults. No one's perfect. Like, the lighting is pretty and the aesthetic is pretty, but the execution of it compared to the water is just so far below it. I thought I'd be able to see it from here. There's a PDA down there. That's from the rendezvous team, though. I don't really care about that. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the island to see anything, I think. Yeah, because here's the top pieces. Alright, let's go grab these. I don't know what's at either side, I just know that there's a multi-purpose room somewhere here. I want an alien containment eventually, but that's going to be much harder to get. The sound of tumbling rocks does not make me very comfortable. Wait. I think I took a wrong turn. I didn't know there was a wrong turn to take. I think I was able to keep going up here, maybe? Yes. I would have much rather be doing this at day, but without a bed, there's not really much say in the matter. I'm just doing it when the game tells me I'm here. I do not enjoy limited visibility using a flashlight. Alright, let's see what we've got. We've got a bulkhead, don't care. We've got an observatory, don't care. We've got plant pots, that's the bee's knees. That's a huge deal to us. Because essentially, the moment you unlock farming is the moment food stops mattering.
New blueprint acquired.
I'm not sure that we need an observatory. Like, we're going to make one for sure, but I'm not sure what it's for. Random fact I recently learned. The observatories are actually their own biome. It's why the Void Leviathan stop attacking you if you're inside of one. I'm not sure if that has any other uses, but I am interested in checking it out at some point.
Blueprint acquired.
Now, we definitely want to plant some marble melons of our own. So let's get some seeds from this one. May as well plant Chinese potatoes too if I'm not planning on using them. I guess I can't. Maybe I can plant this. They do have a little seed icon, so probably. Is there anything else in here? A swivel chair? Why not? And a bench? Sign me up. Well, not a bench, a desk. It's really just a difference of height, isn't it?
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, so that's everything in this little bit done. We need to go ascend the other mountain now. Nothing unsafe is happening. I'm not going to take any damage from this. That was actually true somehow. Okay, nice. And once day begins to dawn, I should be able to look around and figure out where the other base is. Which is actually the base that I care about. It's down there. Yes, I was right. It's just on the other side of the island from where you come in, which is why I wasn't able to see it. And that part on the ground over here is going to be the part that has the multi-purpose room. I actually don't know what's in the second observatory. Apparently it's much easier to get to than the first one. I spoke too soon. Alright, what do you have for me? A spotlight? Why not? Sign me up. I'm not sure I'll be building these for any reason ever, but I guess I have them now. Bit of water. Oh, yes, the most important thing in the entire game, the lantern fruit tray. Marble melons do the same thing, they just require slightly more work in replanting the seeds.
And eventual death.
And the indoor grow bed. Yes, this is tremendously important. I can't believe I forgot about that.
New blueprint.
So, can I plant a lantern fruit seed? I don't need all these Chinese potatoes. I don't know that I can plant that. Let me get a sample with my knife and see if that's different. No, I can plant that then. Alright, and I missed this PDA. I guess we should be listening to those while we go.
Data.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well,
Cave crawlers,
it's always
please.
the view.
Just need to not die. I might have to knife fight some crabs here. Okay, they seem to have lost interest. That's nice, at least. We're gonna be getting these logs horribly out of order, but I think that's the intended gameplay pattern anyway, so we're fine. That one's stuck on the outside, it's fine.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No
Oh my god, Stasis Rifle Fragment.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Integrating new PDA data.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
do you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
I do really enjoy all of the various logs that you get in this game. Pretty much every bit of dialogue in Subnautica is pure gold to me.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Alright, Grand Glider scanned again. There's so much more activity at the top thanks to De-Extinction. I really appreciate that. It actually makes me feel safer seeing all these fish around. I know it's not necessarily true, but it makes me feel less in danger. Like, if they're here, surely a Reaper Leviathan's not right beneath us about to eat them, right? Although those two jelly rays swimming side by side did spook me pretty good for a second. Now, the whole point of that huge exposition was to get those grow beds and the seeds for them. We're gonna need some titanium to actually make anything with them, but that's fine. Now that we're back to society-ish, the reef's right beneath us. My house, therefore, must also be right beneath us. I just can't see it, and we don't have a beacon for it yet. Yeah, right there. So I'm gonna head back in, scavenge some metals, get a time capsule, I guess? Alright, sure. Gel sacks of aerogel by the look of it.
Blueprint acquired.
A little bit of a random collection of things.
Passing 100.
Let's hop in and start this radio-wide search.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
It makes me sad that the, like, literal only people you get to see that are, like, seemingly quite decent are also the ones that die immediately trying to help you. I guess that's nonsense, though, because it's not like everyone else didn't die already anyway, right? That's just emotional weirdness, where it feels worse because they're trying to help you and because they're alive briefly before... Like, when you see them, they're alive. Unlike everyone else who's already dead once you see them. Also, I did not expect there to be this many resources right next to my seemingly awful base location. Like, this is gonna make building this so much easier. I did not think I'd be able to get this much right next to it. Getting the Seamoth built is a fairly high priority at this point, I feel like, as we sort of need a bunch of cargo modules and faster travel speed. That feels quite important. And we can drop almost certainly... I really hope you guys don't make noise or clip into my... There must be a locker breaking that. Yes. Let's not have that there, then. Okay, I just built in the opposite direction. I'm going to tear this locker down now. Alright, do we have, like, a couple of plant pots? I don't need a full-on grow room right now. I just need... Yeah, I don't think I can even build this if I'm not in a multi-purpose room. I need more titanium. I'll be back shortly with that. He seems to be, like, permanently stuck there. I'm gonna see if, like, I can give him a shove. You're in danger. Run for it. Nope, I could beat him to death if I felt like it, but there's not really much point to that. I'm gonna view him as a mascot or a particularly dumb pet. I don't think I actually have the mobile vehicle bay, which is a weird one. Speak of the devil, that's why I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'm not even close to having it, actually. I saw the filter orb lined up with the jelly rays and just stopped, so I was like, wait a second, what am I looking at? We should probably scan everything around us. It's just mandatory. That's not how you're supposed to use the scanner, man. What are you doing, Riley?
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continue
Not yet
to
virus.
monitor.
Very nice. Oh, hi, bone sharks. Can we be friends? Why wouldn't we be able to be friends? I don't see any reason to think that he'd be hostile. Actually, Bone Shark, why are you here? Yeah, he hits quite hard. Let's go. I've tested that. We can call it thoroughly tested. He is dangerous. Let's leave. Maybe don't swim near the jaws of vicious, predatory animals. Just, you know, words to live by. Why would you not already be thinking like that? But apparently I needed to learn that lesson. Now we can drop a few more of these plant beds. Whatever, it's fine. This area can just be like a gross, very inoptimal plant area. This part of the base is something I intend to basically never interact with after the opening. This is just going to be downstairs storage that I don't have to mess with. That'll grow into a tree. This will grow into the other tree that keeps me fed. This will grow into Chinese potatoes, so I have access to them. This will grow into marble melons. I can actually plant 4 in 1. Crazy. Is that the same here with the Chinese potato? No. Okay. So now we have food growing all the time, we have storage, we have radios and double fabricators. What's the next thing I feel like I need? I actually am going to drop a spotlight on the outside of the base, and I'm going to drop the next stretch of this, because I just know I need more room. I'm not done. These are actually so bad that I need to fix them. I can't handle how poorly placed they are. Alright, we've got a longer entryway now. 3 solar panels instead. We're going to move this radio down to the entryway so we can slap it as soon as we're on in every time. I forgot the entire reason I was going outside was to build this stupid spotlight, which I can't even do. I need glass, which I apparently am dangerously short on quartz. So it's time to gather, and more importantly, it's time to head back to the life pod. Oh right, I should build a beacon and drop that here if I can. There's a good chance I actually do have the copper and titanium needed for that, and that would be very, very helpful if I could. I don't have the beacon blueprints on this save. It's one of the things I don't have yet. Alright. So there's work to be done. I'll see all of you back at the life pod. Apparently I lied. I just did a big gathering run and now we have a radio again.
We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how bad... how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
I'm sure the Sunbeam's gonna be perfectly fine. What's the worst that could happen to them? They're gonna show up, they're gonna rescue us, end of the game, happy ending. It's a very short game, but I mean, what can you expect from a small indie company? More importantly, I finally have all the requirements to build that stupid spotlight, which is the reason I keep turning around with full inventories. Because I just feel like this is hard to see. And this is going to help quite a lot.
Has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Yeah, look at that. Little spotlight. Makes it a lot more obvious, theoretically. Probably not. And now for the tedious business of running back and forth, I do need to find some specific things that need to get built though. For instance, medical kit fabricators. We need computer chips and fiber mesh. And I feel like I just need several of these. I'm gonna make an entire wall of them in the future. Just like, whenever I go out, grab 4 medkits and don't die. Because I feel like the world is legitimately quite dangerous. You saw what Twist Deals can do. And as evidenced by that sort of planning, I didn't stop feeling like the world was dangerous this time at all, and if anything, I felt like it was worse. Right now, pretty much any predator can one-shot me, and it's not a comfortable feeling. Oh hey, as I'm passing over this geothermal vent, now would be a good time to dive in there and see if there's any silver hanging around. It's only holding me alive a little bit. Okay, don't see any silver, I'm just gonna leave. Oh, wait, there it is. I'm gonna die if I'm in that. Let's back away. That part is much, much hotter than the rest. You don't want to be near that. But yeah, there's these little caves with tiny bits of sandstone in it that are definitely worth my time. Although the whole dying to heat thing does sort of suck, we'll be fine. Sadly, nothing in that box. And we're most way back to our life pod and back to our cache of random garbage, mostly water and lead, it feels like, but I'm sure there's actually useful things here that I've forgotten about and it's cognitive bias. I'm gonna hop in here because I feel like if I check the lockers first, the sand shark's gonna nip me, kill me, and sort of set us back a little bit. Yeah, I've got that chemical analyzer. That's super important. I can decorate my house with that. Now, some of this obviously doesn't matter. I am not going to be transporting these flares, and I can break down some of these other ingredients into smaller things. For instance, with electronics, I can make computer chips, I can make wiring kits. These will inevitably get used in something else, and that's very helpful for me just because now I don't have to carry as many things. I can turn quartz into glass, which I have plenty of uses for. I can actually make a titanium ingot, and seeing as I am making a Seamoth soon, and I'm actually quite worried about the possibility of losing my Seamoth, as I did that a couple of times in the lost footage, I will make some extra ingots to carry this faster. And we don't need food right now. We do need a bit of water, but that's not something we need to make. We can make a rebreather, but that actually takes up more space, not less. Actually, as I'm not wearing a hat right now, that isn't true, so I will go ahead and make a rebreather. I don't have my radiation suit yet, and I won't for another 15 minutes. I may as well be wearing this. Thank God for the medkit fabricator, I just desperately needed that. Take some water. And now we can go check out what's in these floating lockers. Mostly trash, I'm sure. A lot of it's probably already been pulled by various crafting recipes. Do I care about anything here? Yep, that's exactly what I was afraid of the first time when I said I shouldn't check this because I'll die. And I was right. I'm gonna hop back in to save my inventory in case some predator kills me along the way. I've just realized I'm still tracking the habitat builder blueprint, and I just do not... If I misclick up there, it pulls me back down to the middle, which is a little bit weird. Anyway, I've got everything I need to get from this base ever. We're going to be taking it back to our old base, which we struggle a little bit to do, honestly, because we can't really see very much. Honestly, I regret this decision, and I've changed my mind. I want to go... Instead, I want to go get the beacon and learn to make that before I head back to base. So let's put all of this shit back in the lockers. Not my tools, I need those. Alright, so instead of going to my base, we are 100% moving into the safe shallows, and we're not leaving till we at the very least have the beacon, because we need to mark the map. I can't really tell where things are at the minute, and that's kind of a big damn problem. Also, I've messed up my hotkeys and forgotten to fix them. I am actually going to die to biters? Could you not? This is what happens when you accidentally unbind your knife. Because you can kill biters in one swing, you don't have to worry about them. Get out of here. Now, I was supposed to be scanning a grab trap. I think I already did that and I just blacked out when I got hit by the biter. There are kind of a lot of biters. Oh, that's right, they're attracted by the smell of blood. They just ate that corpse. Where's the other one? There he is. He's immediately going to eat his friend. Man, I am confident. Okay. Biters are real dumb, but very aggressive and very problematic. And I think I just saw a gasopod rocket out of the ocean over there, but I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. While editing my first video, I noticed there were like so many small things like on the edge of my vision where various animals just got propelled by physics across the map in the blink of an eye. At least 3 different times that happened without me noticing, and it's terrifying to realize just how much of the game I'm not seeing. Sadly, as cool as grab traps are, it's not what I'm here for right now, so this is aggressively useless. I've already gotten the Sea Glide. I will take the titanium, it is relevant. Let's head over to my map. We have checked out this wreck and that heat area for sure. There's nothing else in those. Hey guys! Alright, now we can actually go back in and check the wreck out, see if there's anything there worth looking at. I always wondered if I should be making a second oxygen tank, because I know you can do that. I know you can swap oxygen tanks on the fly and go down for longer. But honestly, it just feels like it limits my inventory space and doesn't really give me meaningfully greater range in the early game. And then in the late game, like you have the Seamoth, why are you doing this instead of just getting back in the Seamoth? If I were playing DeathRun with all of its settings enabled, it would be a different story. Because suddenly, like, the idea of having a Seamoth would be a distant dream instead of the early mid-game. But in this version of the game, and like anything resembling normal Subnautica, I just don't really see a point to building a second tank. And that's sad, because it's such a cool strategy. Gonna head over to this wreck and see if we can't find some beacon fragments, because they're kind of, gross. I'll make it quick. I'm only gonna look on the outside. That's not a beacon. Didn't make it quick enough. I underestimated how much damage radiation would do. Well, there's nothing we've gotten that we need, so it's fine. Oh, why am I not at my life pod? Why did I spawn all the way back here? That's so weird. Is your life pod not considered a safe location in this version of the game? That's annoying. And why did I spawn with like almost full food and water this time? Is it variable? Well, I'll see you guys once I'm back at the life pod. This is a hassle for no reason. I wouldn't have risked death if I had known I'd spawn 500 meters further away for no reason. On the way back, I just tripped over this box with a vehicle bay fragment in it. 2 of 3, closer to making that Seamoth. Is it gonna be 3 of 3? It is. I'm gonna worry about that. I should worry about that now, right? Like, not doing that now is just silly. So, let's figure out what we need for that. I'm gonna pin it once I'm not next to angry stalkers. Blueprints. We're gonna need a mobile vehicle bay. That's a power cell, titanium ingots, lubricants. None of that sounds hard, honestly. I just need to get a couple of creepvine clusters to make sure I can make the weirder bits of that. Now, I might have used most of my titanium already is the issue. What if we can just find some random titanium along the floor? That would fix the issue quite handily. Not quite sure where my base is. I know it's nearby. Around on this corner, I think? I built a spotlight, but it is not helping. Ah, yes, everyone's favorite sound. The sound of impending death. Your Seaglide is out of batteries. What is this? Not scannable, it's just nothing. I'm gonna drown looking for my base like an idiot. Where is it? I thought this is where I built it. Evidently not. My base would be in a much easier to find location if it were near the blood kelp, but the Twistdeals live there, so I couldn't do that. It must just be further down than I realized. Yeah, there it is. The spotlight does nothing. I can see the structure well before the lights. Maybe at night it'll help. Now, by any stretch of the imagination, alright, what am I missing? Power cell, lubricant, titanium ingots. I've got the ingots. It's gonna be the power cell because I don't have batteries. Yes, that would do it. That would be a huge stumbling block for us. Let's turn these into smaller materials because they're taking up huge amounts of space right now. And this is why I built 2 of them. It's very goofy but very helpful. Right, that should be everything we need. We might need 1 more lubricant, actually. I think the Seamoth might need 1 too. So I'm going to be sure to, you know what? I've got dead batteries, right? Just take them out. Yeah, we can build a power cell. With that done, can we make a mobile vehicle bay? We should be able to. And then we can hop in the vehicle bay and see what we need for the Seamoth, which I'm pretty sure we have everything, honestly. We definitely don't have batteries. We need to find a battery charger sooner rather than later. But a Seamoth takes precedence over everything else. That makes the game feel so much safer. Okay, so pop out, 100 meters down apparently. Chuck this forward, raise it to the surface. And it's coming up, right? Very slowly. Apparently I could spacebar faster. I guess I should have carried it up to the surface because it's quite slow. My base is actually so far beneath me that nothing transfers up here. I'm gonna need a power cell, which is a problem. Glass, lubricant, lead, and titanium ingot. That's honestly not too much, but it is a bit of a hassle. The big thing we're gonna need is mushrooms or batteries. It never ends. Alright, I'll see you back at the base. We have a shopping list. I shouldn't say the base, I should say the life pod that is so terrifyingly unsafe and trash The game doesn't even recognize it as a spawn point. Alright, I guess I'm gonna play this radio message while I just ferry things back and forth between bases.
This is Officer Keenan, Life Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh, I should probably be looking at this. Something bad's happening to the Aurora, but I put all my phone on autopilot.
Drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state.
I'm actually kind of sad about the Aurora exploding. I don't get a good view of it from here. But, why am I doing this? Just climb on the mobile vehicle. I'll look at it from here. Much better fireworks position than that. But, you really can't really see it from here. The Aurora looks so much cooler before it blows up. When the front, like, fourth of it goes away, it looks less like a spaceship and more like a wreck. Which, yes, it is now a wreck and not a spaceship. That is fair. But it's just aesthetically much less impressive. Anyway, let's go build us a radiation suit. And probably fix the Aurora immediately, because honestly, the best solution to not having batteries is just to go do the Aurora, because the Aurora is fucking filled with those. I probably just need to make more lockers to store all the shit I just brought in. Also, SnapBuilder is so nice. Well, I thought it was so nice. What's different with this wall and that wall? How can my inventory be full? Oh, it auto-pulled from my locker. What I just got wasn't originally in my inventory. So what I'm learning is that these are somehow not symmetrical. Whatever, that's fine. It doesn't need to be symmetrical, I just wanted it to be. We can throw all of this stuff in immediately. And just probably make as many batteries as we possibly can as our next step. Which reminds me, I want to put a locker near the door. Actually, a pair of lockers, probably name them at some point. And these are going to be for things like food and supplies I might consider bringing with me. I will stab you to death if you're going to clip through my base like this, dude. Look, I know you're non-hostile, but I consider this a blatant act of war. You gotta go. We're not doing this. I don't care how many hit points you have. Oh. Hi, Stalker. Yeah, you're serving as camouflage to the enemy. You can't be doing this shit, man. Get out. Go. Alright, running him off is as good as killing him. I don't need him dead, I just need him out of the way. And now we can make some fucking batteries, because dear lord, do we need them. I have several things that simply don't have batteries, several things that are low on charge. I'm going to use all my copper on this, but I'm probably going to run out of mushrooms first, which is a weird place to be. Yep, ran out of mushrooms first. And we're just going to reload every battery we have that's even remotely lost. Now, we need lead, we've got that. Glass, we've got that. Ingot, we've got that. All we need, we should actually carry these things, because we're not going to be able to just bring them with us. So the only thing left that we need... You're back? Did you learn nothing? Go! Get out of my house! Was that like your death sound? Are you dead? Yeah, you're moving very differently now. Unfortunately, now he's stuck there forever. No, I sort of pushed him off. Wait, is he alive? Is he moving again? Oh, he's alive! I didn't think he'd be playing possum as big as he is. But like I was saying a second ago, the only thing left that I actually need is lubricant. And that is easily the easiest ingredient to get. It's actually in the only biome that's really next to the one we built our base, because we won't be doing deep reef for a while. And if you're wondering why I built here as opposed to a slightly more sensible place, it's because of easy access to blood kelp in Lost River in the Supreme late game. It's not just for the reef right now, or in the mid game rather. It's pretty far from right now. And since we have no lubricant and loads of silicon, we'll make extra lubricant this time. Is that all my creep vines? Yes, good. We can throw the rest of our garbage in these lockers. We have everything we need for a Seamoth. let's go get a car. The difference in having the Seamoth and not is just, like, you can't overstate it. Oh, I'm gonna also, before I end this episode, build the radiation suit. Because I think that's gonna be our goal for next time, is heading back to the Aurora, finding some beacons along the way, and fixing the radiation leak, because it's a bit of a hassle. I like being able to wear the rebreather, and right now there's lots of places where I would wear a rebreather, but instead I'll just get hurt. Oh, I just completely cut that creep vine down. Alright, that should be several extra fiber mesh beyond what we need just for the radiation suit. We've got a vehicle. Oh, this will be so much better at killing that giant bastard who keeps walking into my face. Where are you? The knife sucks. Ramming is a far better weapon. This stalker also needs to go. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Are you even alive? Oh, you are. I'm not afraid to joust with you. You don't get to live on my front door. And you don't get to walk away and act like you're not coming right back afterwards. You're dead, friends. Or maybe he's not. Wow, did you live through 2 rams? Or holy shit. I actually thought he'd be dead. I'm gonna take care that I don't mess up my Seamoth too badly. Man, everyone's so much more durable than I thought they'd be. Except for my Seamoth. Wait, he's floating and limp? Alright, we got him. Now, where is the big one? I probably should repair my Seamoth relatively soon. Why do you keep doing this? Just in case something stupid happens and causes my Seamoth to take a lot more damage than I'm expecting. But yes, I am going to keep ramming this guy until he dies. There's been a stalker harassing me and this dude clipping into me. We're done with this. No. I trusted you to leave last time and you didn't. I'm not falling for it again. Yeah, he's not dead. His hitbox appears to be like his beaky... I think his hitbox is the beaky front pick. It's just kind of hard to tell. I think that might have been dead. He moved a lot on that hit. Okay. Our unwelcome guests have been dealt with. Now our house is a home. Wouldn't be a Seamoth if it hadn't run me over once, would it? That's just sort of a hazing ritual for the vehicle at this point. Let's get this blueprint off of our screen. We don't need it anymore. Why am I in here? What was I doing? Oh yes, radiation suit. That's kind of important. Just get that built right away. And we're also going to build fiber mesh out of all this other stuff. Make sure that we use all of our creep vine. Don't want that to go bad. We're going to put this on over the rebreather for the time being. Toss all this in a locker. This actually goes up to the front, and so do all the batteries and all the food. Oh, and this tablet. I forgot I even had this. Although, honestly, at this point, I kind of only care about non-perishable foods. I'm beyond perishable foods because I have just this now. Like, that solves the food problem forever. Because I just walk over here, click a lot. Well, not as much as I would like, but I think I took way more food than I need. No, because these suck at hydration. That's the point of having marble melons. Yeah, if I have marble melons, they're much better at actually restoring health. Or not restoring health, but restoring water. For a second, I thought I couldn't actually harvest that one, and I was being very sad. I think I am going to stick with lantern fruits, though, just because I hate the process of replanting. I just have to eat a stupid amount of lantern fruit. Which means I need more lantern trees than this. We'll sort it out shortly. Now, what did these need that I don't have? Oh, fiber mesh. Yeah, I can just go get some more fiber mesh and make all of these. I need to cut down another piece of kelp, and then I can get right back to this. But with all that done, I think we're finally finished. We never did get that beacon like I said we were going to. However, we did get a Seamoth, we built a base, and it's not the best base, it is a base though. And we've defended it from all the ne'er-do-wells that have been lowering our property value. So at this point, I kind of feel like I have a home. A shitty, ugly home with a basic bitch car. But hey, it's a start. We'll be somewhere that we actually want to be soon. Oh, I'm out of computer chips, aren't I? Yeah, this is a lot of computer chips. I need more table coral, and I need more copper wire. Well, I'll make this into fiber mesh now so it doesn't rot, and I'll get on this next episode. Next episode, we need more computer ships, we need the beacon blueprint, we need the battery charger blueprint, and we need to fix the Aurora. For now, I'm done. We've got a good start, we've got a Seamoth, we've got a pretty decent base, although it is a kind of a ways on the way. The Seamoth will help make up for that. I hope you're enjoying the series. I am very sorry about the production hiccup where I had to restart the game because I just didn't have audio. And if you're liking the episodes in spite of that, then please give the video a like, subscribe if you aren't. All of that really helps the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next one.